Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Hello. Let's get on to the. My name's David G7UIV. New bit of a video series on me trying to sort out an antenna for HF. Okay. Let's get on with it. Show you what I've bought. David G7UIV. Oh, let me just turn that off. New bit of a video series. Let's just mute that. That seems to be working. Alright. Yeah, so basically, if you've seen the thumbnail, you get a bit of an idea. So what we got here, we've got a Hustler. I suppose it's a base off a Hustler antenna, a B trapped vertical BTV, very thick, very thick end, and we're going to see if we can do some mods for it, because I've got that. Bought just the bottom base. Where are you? Anyway, I've got all the other bits are second hand. Brand new bottom base. Anyway.
Is there anybody about this beautiful Friday evening?
Tap instruction. Anyway, what else we got? We got this beautiful thing here. Beautiful thing. Thing of beauty. Look at this thing. Just gotta make sure I'm not I haven't streamed for a while, so I'm checking I wasn't losing any frames, drop frames. Look at this. This is a thing of beauty. This is second hand, by the way. A Hustler, either 75 or 80 meter top piece. Anyway, right, so let's put that out of the way. Right, let's get on with it. What can I say? Just let's get on with it. Right, so let's just go over to this bit here. Right, probably not the right height here. Let's go a little bit lower and a bit over there. That's it. Right. Alright. Right, here we go then. So what we've got SketchUp. SketchUp Make 2017. It's the last one that was free, I think. Unless you know otherwise. But anyway. So what the hell are we doing? So what I've done, I was gonna make my own base, basically. Tell you what. Let's load up the other one. Let's just save that a minute. Hope you can hear me alright. I've got some radios going on here, you can't really see them. Can you see them? You can see them sort of hanging here. 2 meter. And there's another one there. 77s. So we've got one up here, which is the same as this one here. FT710. And we've got at the minute a balun, a 1-to-1 balun. This is just a temporary wire antenna. We've got 5 meters hanging down with a plastic watering can holding it just above the ground, so it's a little bit of weight to keep the wire taut. Then it goes over to a pole which is about 10 meters away. It goes through a pole, some polyester wire. Let's go back to this other screen actually. Yeah, goes back to this polyester wire. Then it comes back a very short V back across underneath it across to the fence. It's not tuned at all. It picks up, it works, but it's not tuned. So anyway, so then I got this Hustler antenna. I thought I like the idea of them. Let's go back over to the SketchUp. I don't like the idea of mounting the antenna on the floor and having to put radial wires and bury it in the grass and all that. Not liking the idea of that much. And I heard that if the antenna is raised, it works better. But then you have to have tuned radials. Maybe. So well, I designed this gadget here. Tell you what, let's give you an overview. So I've titled it Mods 1. Hustler 5 B trap vertical antenna mods 1. Vertical raised. So designed to go on top of a pole or on the roof, apex, or somewhere like that. Somewhere you got some clearance. So I've gone ahead and I've concreted in a pole into the middle of my garden, and it's roughly got about 3 meters space all the way around at above head height. So standing up, stretched out, you could just about touch the radial. So yeah, that's the idea. At the moment we've just got a pole in the garden concreted in. Yeah. So what we've got to do now, and you've seen this thing, you've seen that, and we've got to mount all this new stuff to this. Hang on, let's get over to it. So we've got, the idea is to make the disc, this will be mounted to the pole, mounted here at typically the same, hang on, U-bolt, mounted to the pole that's in the garden. Now I want a plate, I want a big circular plate going around here. Then I can bolt to this, and it does a couple of things. I can then bolt my radials to the plate, and also the feed, the coax feed to the same plate. I see it. If you do a search for radial plate, you'll find a lot of stuff, a lot of drawings and symbols. Not much for sale, other than the official stuff. You know. I know I've got a CNC machine, and I could mill out 7mm aluminium. So I figured I might as well put it to some use, you know, and make it myself, and then I can design it how I want, because I can't buy this. I don't think I can buy this already. Anyway, so we're back on the screen now. Let's just give you an overview of this. How to do, everyone? Got Dave here, G7UIV. Just got him back into amateur radio after quite a few years of not bothering with it much. Anyway, so don't want to scare you off with this radial plate. Imagine it's a plate. You can put as many or as few radials on as you want. I intend to put about 4 on to start with. Could even be 3. If I haven't got enough for 4, I've got some aluminium. It's old alarm conduit, basically. It's about 13mm aluminium conduit, designed for putting alarm cables in, or protecting alarm cables. Anyway, so I've got a few lengths of them. I can get more if I need some. I have to buy some more. Anyway, so what I've done is I've modelled in SketchUp the whole antenna to too exacting. So I was going to show you what I had. So I bought this antenna, and I had the top bit, and I had the 20-meter piece, and the 15 and the 10, and the either 75 or 80, not sure what it is yet. And I didn't have the base. Honestly, that's probably the first thing to go in wind. Anyway, so I've modelled the whole thing, exacting to the hole sizes, everything. Now what I was going to do, I'll show you what I was going to do. What I was going to do is, let me just bring the old one up. Right, this is what I was going to do. How are we doing on the old drop frames? They're alright. Right, so this is what I was going to do. Right, so I was going to make my own base. And I got a couple of these things. I'll show you these things. I picked up two of these off a stall on a car boot. I've no idea what they are. They're rubber, and I thought I could use them to insulate the conductor on the aerial. Anyway, let's get back to the drawing. So this is what I designed, to slot these rubbers in there, and the idea was to put this piece here without buying a new base, just this bit straight into there like that, straight in there. But then I would be short by this 300mm plus whatever goes into there, a few inch or so there, and I'd be short. Then I'd have a problem of connecting to it and all sorts of stuff. So I thought, I bit the bullet, and I thought, let's just buy the part, and at least I can model it around that. And then if I make it, let's go back to the other screen. At least if I make it, share it, and other people can have a look at the drawing or whatever. Maybe I can make a few extras. Anyway, so we're back on here. So I modelled the whole thing. Now what I'm going to have to do, in order to do this, I'm going to have to create some new layers. So I'll call this one Radials. You can't see that. My face is in the way there a bit. Right. So I'll call that one Radial. So I'm going to select all this and put it on to, I'll tell you what, I'll go one stage better. We'll call it Radials 4, and I'll go Radials 8. This could be laborious. Radial 16. Alright, let's just create one more. Radials 32. Okay, so let's get rid of some radials. What's that blue thing doing there? Oh, let's turn that off. That's confusing. Turn off the section. Oh no, it's already put it back. Don't matter. Right, let's get rid of some radials. Right, so which ones are we going to keep? So I'm going to, well, first we'll put 4 together. Right, so let's keep 4 of them. Why not? Which 4? Let's have a plan view. Let's just go on to parallel. Right, let's find out which 4 we're going to keep. So I think I'll go off, let's say, that one. That one. And that one, and that one. That looks about right. Okay, so I'm going to make that radials 4. Okay, and now if I'm going to go to 16, 8, let's go 8. So I'll do the up, I have to fill these in as well. So how can I do this? I can only have them in one at a time, can I? Oh, I'll switch them in, that's it. So let's have the next 4. I'll put them into radials 8. Right, so radials 8. Okay, and now 16, so it's going to have to be that one. That one, is it? No, not that one. That one. Then, oh god, hang on, let's go opposites. It's easier to go opposites. Alright, that's so right, so it won't be 12. I need to select 4 more. So we've got 3 there, right, so 3 there, so these 2. And that one and that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's call excuse me, call that radial 16. And now we want the rest, whatever's left. Right, not sure what we got, so let's just switch to them. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Let's come out of that, see what we can do. Right, let's just have a look. Looks weird when you're not in parallel projection. Well, yeah, go back to perspective. Let's see if we can switch these off. No. Oh yeah. So that gets rid of the 16. The 4. Right, so that's not gone. Oh, 8. Switching them off slowly. Right, that's weird. Can still. Oh, we didn't get rid of them all, did I? Right, let's have a look. Let's go back to this angle. Alright, perhaps it's better. Can you go into them? I don't know. Let's have a look. So we're into them. Can then we switch them on? Yeah. So we've got. God, it gets confusing, isn't it? It's a bit confusing. Let's have a look. I want 4, just want the 4, don't I? So switch the 4 on. That's because I've got the rest there, haven't I? So get rid of the 4. So there's something not quite right there. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's go back into parallel, plan view. You have to bear with me. It's going to be one of them. So let's put all these back in. Right, so that's every one of them. So yes, there's one missing there. So let's just get onto that one. Radial 16, yeah. So that's going off, isn't it? I must have done something wrong here. Oh, let's start again. Right. So that looks wrong, doesn't it? I must have done the wrong one. Right, so we know that's okay. Radials. Is that one okay? Yeah, it looks okay. 16. 16. 16 is wrong, isn't it? Or is it? Looks alright. Oh, 32. Oh dear. Maths was never my strong point. Anyway. So, if you're joined late, I'm trying to make a vertical mounted, pole mounted, off the floor radial plate. Instead of having wires attached to the radial plate, it'll be 13mm or 12mm aluminium tube that you U-bolt down to the plate. So once I've got this bit on, but I want to make it with all the holes to fill 32, but instead of starting out at 32, I just want to put 4 on to start with. Put 4 on to start with, and then I just want to maybe put another 4 on, so I'll have 8, 16 and 32. But I'm happy to start with 4 to start with, but I need to mill out all the holes in the first place, because I don't want to be taking it down, trying to mill. Once it's milled, you can't, it's not easy to mill it again. I'm not going to be drilling holes. This will all be on a CNC, so it won't be, I won't be milling. The worst thing you can do is try and drill holes after, so you just get it all in place. So what I'm trying to do at the minute is be able to switch on the radials to see what it looks like with 4. So let's see if we can do that. So just trying to get this right. So I'll tell you what, there's something wrong there. One of these is in the wrong place, isn't it? Right, they're all not on a layer, so let's put 16 back on. Right, so that's 16. It's still showing the rest, isn't it? Ah, so I think I got that round the wrong way. That's, so that needs to be 0, and that one needs to be 16. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's try that. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, so whatever's left is the 32. So let's just put these onto 32. Just make sure we're not dropping frames. No frames are being dropped at the minute. Okay, so anyone interested? I'm just getting back into amateur radio after a hiatus of quite a long time. Right, let's put this onto 32. Right, so that's got me 32 got rid of. You can't actually see what I'm clicking on and off here because it's behind my picture. Tell you what, let's move the picture. Let's move the picture so you can see. There you go. Right. So I've been clicking these on and off here. So that's my 16, that's my extra 8. And then you've got your 32. It's 32. Sorry. How much is that? 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 there. So I want to start life with 4. Then I might want 8. Then I might want 16. And if I really want to go crazy, I might want 32. Yeah, right, so let's come out of that. Let's come out of that. Right, what is it? Hang on, let's zoom out a bit. There you are. Right, so we're back out of that, get back into perspective mode. So I've modelled a Hustler antenna. I've actually modelled it down to the nearest 0.5 mil. Well, height wise, the width and the diameters should be spot on. Anyway, so there's my radial plate. Now this is, I've not seen anything like this, but I haven't looked too hard. So what we've got, there's my pole that's in the garden. Actually, let's just make a, let's do this the right way. So let's make a new layer, call it mounting pole. Okay, so I'm going to put the mounting pole onto the mounting pole layer. Okay, then I can turn off the mounting pole. Then, right, so what else we got? So let's turn the mounting pole off. Right, we want, let's do the plate next. Right, let's make another one, call it Radial mounting plate or disc, ground plane, whatever again. We're going to call it brown ground plate. Don't know. I'm just going to call it plate because I can sit here all night just trying to work out a name. Right, it's plate. You are plate. So we're going to call that, take that onto the plate layer, and we're going to turn the plate off. Right. Then we want the, we want this bit now. So let's create a new layer, call it Hustler base. Hustler BTV base. That'll do. Okay. Can I rename that? Yeah. Don't like the little h. Right, okay. So let's put the base on. That's the base. Complete. So that can just go to the base layer. Turn that off. Okay. So what have we got now? I suppose we could put them in their section lengths, couldn't we? So that length there with that is the 10-meter section. Do we need to do that? At the minute I don't need to do all that. I suppose you could mount it now. We'll keep it, we'll put it all on. We'll call one, make one called antenna. Right, so we'll put that on the antenna layer. Lose that. Okay. Right, let's have the plate. Zoom in. Why's it gone over there? Come back. Come back. Right, so here's my plate. Right, so there's my plate. Oh, something going on here. Doesn't like that. Oh, what's that? That's why I've got some rogue thing. Something there. Let's bring back the antenna. Ah, there we go. So what I've got to do is just take. Hang on, why have I got that? Bring the antenna. Let me have a look at that. Do I need them? Antenna. What are those lines doing there? Sure, I don't need them lines. No, don't know what they are. Let's just get rid of them lines. Oh, it's more than just a line. It's a fill. Okay, let's get them in. Hang on. Don't know what's going. Is that a glitch? SketchUp glitch or what? Can't actually. I can select that. That's weird, isn't it? Strange. Unless I never selected it. Let's go back a stage, right? Undo layers. Right. What's that say it is? Antenna. Antenna, antenna. Okay. Let's try again. Move the plates. Go like that. Change it all to antenna. Now it's already antenna. Turn off the antenna. Still got something there. Let's just get rid of it. Oh, hang on. Let's go on to layer 1. Well, that's weird, isn't it? Oh, it's gone anyway. Right, let's bring back the antenna. Oh, look at that now. I've got no fill. I've lost my fill, so let's undo that. Undo layers, undo erase. So I need to get up. Go on. Where's he gone? Right, I need to cut. Go on to antenna, paste in place. Don't ask me what that was all about. Right, and I need to make sure it is under antenna. It is. Right, let's turn off antenna. I still got it. Oh my god. Oh dear. Ah. Right, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I need to select that. Hang on, let's go onto that layer. Right, cut. Cut. Right, go onto layer. Paste in place. Ah, maybe it wasn't. I know. Right, so cut. Go onto this bit. Paste in place. That's it. Now it should just disappear when I switch it off. Yeah, got it. It's alright. I couldn't be bothered to make a proper sphere. It should be a sphere, that should. A bit like a lead weight. Anyway. Right, so we've got disappearing antenna now. That's good. So we've got everything we need. So let's bring back the plate. Zoom to extent. That's better. Okay, so what we got here then? We've got the white line here is just to tell you it's not going to be cut or anything. It's just where you put your radials up to. So if I click 4 radials, your radials. I just thought the antenna's not. This camera's not on. That's better. Is it? Hang on. That's better. Right. Yeah. So just you put your radials on the plate. A 12mm aluminium tube. And what you do is you put your small U-bolt over there and over there, and you put your nuts. I've got to design those yet. Put your nuts here underneath. So basically you'll see a load of little U-bolts holding it down with nuts. Okay, so that is the idea. Right, so what I want this to do, I want it to sit, not offset, bang on the middle of the. So let's put the hustler base on. So the idea is you've got some fixings here on the hustler base. I've got to draw those fixings yet, but if I hide the plate, hang on, just hide the radials and plate. And the plate, so this is your hustler antenna modelled. So there's your conductor that there's an M6, or I think it's M6, could be American size. So bolts into that, but through these holes is the stainless steel bolts that hold this plastic on, but they are longer. They're long enough to go onto the plate. So if I put the plate back in, let's go on to X-ray. So as you can see, it all lines up. So the plate holes line up with the other holes. So basically what you do, let's make your CLC sit this way. you undo your nut off, you put the plate on, and you bolt the nuts on. Just go around bolting the nuts on, and the stainless steel pin will, let's get back off the X-ray view. Right, so your stainless steel pin will join this aluminium to this aluminium. So these three pins will electrically connect it to that ground plane there, and then you can mount all your radials off it then. Right, whether you do 4 radials, I'm going to do 4 for starters. Now I've made these 3 meter lengths at the minute, but they probably won't be, they're probably less. They could even be tuned, or could even have their own coil or trap on them. And I put my pole, where's the pole? Mounting pole. I'll put my pole in the middle of the garden, so there's enough room around it for probably 2.5–3 meters. Anyway, so what we want to do is, well, I've had another idea I've had. I need to put the, now I've made this bit, obviously you can go 8, 16 and 32. In your own leisure you can add more to it if you want to. Let's get rid of them a minute. Right, just add the 4 for now. Right, so it's bolted from there, and there. So those 4 bolts are still insulated, and there's a collar on there. If I get rid of the plate a minute, that plastic, that's part of the Hustler base. So my plate will fit over there and bolt on, and it'll still act as a an insulator. So what I thought is, well, while you're doing all that, you put your plate on, you might as well extend these bolts a little bit more. You might want to swap those stainless steel bolts for some longer ones. So we'll have to draw a bolt in a minute. We'll do a longer one. It'll go through the existing, through the plastic, through the metal, through the aluminium plate, and down even more to another plate, a miniature plate that bolts on the same fixings. It might have some nuts or some dowel or something standoff, and it'll be the Coax feed. That's what it'll be. So your Coax, you'll have an SO25 whatever 9, whatever it is, onto the plate mounted, and then your center, you can do it with some old transformer wire or something, quite thick gauge, and bolt it with a small lead straight to that. And then you haven't got to worry about the grounding, because the grounding will just be bolted through to the plate anyway. And then even if you wanted to come up inside your pole, you could drill a hole and go up to it. So we've got to make that next, basically. So let's start on that. So let's just hide a bit of this stuff. Let's get rid of the radials a minute. Right, let's get rid of the pole, the mounting pole. Okay. Right, anyway, let's see what we've got so far. Right, I'm going to go away for 30 seconds. I've got some music, but it's one of my other projects. So an interim. Let's do an interim. Ready? So if you've got your headphones on, careful. I'll be back in 30 seconds or more. Back in a minute. Right, just have a break there. Nothing much going on in the HF. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find anything to tune into. It's dead in it tonight, the old HF's a bit dead. A bit flat. Mind you, yeah, aerial's no good. Not even a tuned aerial I'm looking at. Nothing on. Nothing doing. Nah. Okay, right. Anyway, right, back onto it. So, yeah, so you might well say, how are we going to make that? But I've got a CNC, and it's one of these CNC 6040s. That's 360. Is it? Yeah, it's about 362 millimeters in diameter, and I can do a about 590 by 385 90 without any problem on my CNC. So, as in the head will move. Hang on. The head of the CNC will travel across the bed with the disc in the middle. The head takes up so much space, so it needs to be able to travel up to the edge of the disc to cut around it. Anyway, right, let's get back to that. Right, so before I make this, I want to make all the bits. That's why I'm modelling it, to make sure this will work, because I don't want to do trial and error by make one piece. I'm not doing making it and then making it again and altering it and doing another one and antenna up, antenna down, all this kind of stuff. So we're going to do once, and I'll do one. We'll have to even do. I'll probably make it out of plastic to start with, just to make sure all the holes line up and there's no, no mistakes. Then once it's working in plastic, acrylic or whatever, polycarbonate, I'll once we know it's all worked out the right size, I can mill it out onto the aluminium. Right. Sign into chat. What's he talking about? Sign into chat. Don't know what that is. Anyway. Right. Yeah, so let's make this Coax feed next. Right. How we're going to do that? So we want something like this again. Yeah, so let's use that, because that'll have the right hole center. So let's make a copy of that. Right, so we'll copy that. Come out of there. Paste in place. Paste in place. Right, and then we'll move it down. I'll move it down about 20 mil. Right, where did he go? Right, so it's just there. Okay, and because we've moved it down, it's all lined up still. There we go. But it's the wrong shape. It's the right hole format, but the shape's wrong. So what I want to do is, let me put the pole back on. Mounting pole. What I've got to do is my coax might come out of this pole, might come in at the bottom of the pole, up the pole, inside the pole, and then out through a hole in the pole, out through a hole in the pole. Right. And anyway, so the coax will come up here and it needs to go into an SO connection, and there needs to be enough clearance to be able to, yeah, so I want the coax feed to be right in the center, not offset, right in the center. Anyway, trying to keep everything lined up, everything aligned up. Probably doesn't matter that much, but I want to start from something. So anyway, so that needs to come down further, because yeah, I need to be able to attach it without, yeah. So what we're going to do, I'm going to bring it down some more for starters. Let's come down another 50mm for now. That's quite a lot. Oh, I didn't want to move it. Undo move. Don't want to move it. Right, what we gone? Yeah, no drop frames. That's all right. Right. Oh dear. Yeah, so we've got that, and it's the wrong shape. So I need to redo the whole. Now is the shape okay though? If I left it as shape, because you could use it as an antenna feed without, if you didn't want the plate, say if we did, if you, let me assign this to, it's okay, it's on its own layer anyway. Let's get rid of the plate. Alright, get rid of the plate. Let's bring this back up again. Oh. What's it doing? Up 30mm. Right. So we're up 30mm. So could you use this as another way to feed it? You could. Instead of buying them ones that you bolt around like that and it sticks out, then bends down, and you put your coax in there. I wonder why they do that. Why don't they just, don't know, there must be a reason. I suppose the rain might drip off it better like that. Don't know. Anyway, let's design this thing next. Right, so we want to get rid of the hole. Let's go into this then. Let's give it its own layer first. Let's make a new layer. So coax feed plate. Right, so we're going on the coax feed plate layer. On, off. There you go. Right, so we're going to go into this. Oh, we need to make it unique. Make unique, otherwise we'll be editing this one. Right, so we're into this. I need to find the center. Luckily the center's along that axis there, so let's get rid of the hole first. Let's put a new hole in it. Right, so this needs to be the size of an SO239, is it? The other bit that goes on the end of the PL259. Right, let's have a look. I've got some old radio here. Actually, that's got a, that's got the right one on it. Got the old calipers out. Let's get the calipers out. Got the calipers out. Old radio. Let's see what size the thread is. I presume they're all the same. Looks like, is it 15 or 16mm? 16mm. Yeah, it's probably not. Probably 15 and a half. 15 and a half. I think I'll just say 16. Just say 16. Right, so 16 mil. So we want a 8 mil. There it is. Oops, what's it doing? Hang on. Right, let's try again. 8 mil. There we go. And we're going to push that through. There's a hole for an SO. So we're going to have to make sure we got one long enough to go through 5 mil piece of aluminium. So anyway, we'll have to find one. We'll have to find one unless we go and look for one now. Anyway, we can alter that. That's only a little piece to make, so we can alter that. Right. So I suppose we ought to draw our Coax feed. Right. I'm gonna have to just invent one unless I might as well find the right one, and let's find one. Right, let's do a screen capture. Wrong one. Right, let's find one. Right, let's see if we can find one. Let's see if we can find one. Bookmarks. Right. Okay, let's drag this over here. Okay, so we're gonna find one. SO, is it 239? I don't know. Yeah, it could be. SO239. Coax feed. Let's get rid of that bit. Right. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, I've seen these. They do use it like that, don't they? Yeah, I've seen them. They bolt them on like that. That's probably a better idea. Yeah, that'll be a better idea. And that way we don't have to worry about going all the way through the steel, you know, the aluminium. So, pack of 4. Is it going to show me dimensions? Probably not. We could do the data sheet, couldn't we? Might have to guess that. We might have to buy one and then model it. I don't have one of them. But it'd be nice if it could be interchangeable. So you could do N-type or, you know, whichever one you want. I suppose I'll have to guess it. Right. Or do we go on RS? Tell you what, let's go on RS. See if they have such a thing. Alright, so an SO239. Oh. Coax. Okay. Probably don't sell such things. Panel mount. No. doesn't know what a wonder why it doesn't know what an connector. Let's try. Oh, here we go. Right, so they've got B and C. They've got this type. So I can screw it on, but then it could spin. I've seen the other type. They use the other type, don't they? They use this type. Now, is that one or is that? No, that's the wrong one. So they don't seem to have one, do they? Oh, is it gone? Hey, it's gone. So you got that one. 50 ohms solder termination. I suppose you could tighten it up. See if there's a data sheet. Dimensional drawings. Right. So we've got what's the size of that? It's a bit of a weird drawing. Lots of writing, no information. Right, 11. I don't understand none of that. 5/8. Right, so American stuff, isn't it? 16 mil. What's the depth? Oh, your maximum panel 4.2 mil. So that's not going to work too good with a 5 mil piece of aluminium. Probably not. Right, leave that one. I bet RS have got one somewhere. Right, RS Pro. Right, UHF connector. What's that one? 12 quid. It's not even going to. For £12, it's not even going to show me the front end. It looks like the right one now. Technical reference. Okay, that would probably do it. I only want the sizes off it. I won't be paying 12 quid for one. Don't think. What else they got? Oh, that's that one again, isn't it? That's that one again. So, yeah. View all coaxial connectors. Okay. Oh, the old radio's quiet tonight. What's going on? Oh.
Club Station, Delta Lima 0 Alpha Hotel. Delta Lima 0 Alpha Hotel. Calling Delta X-ray. CQ Delta X-ray. This is Delta Lima 0
Alright.
Alpha Hotel. Calling CQ Delta X-ray and listen.
I'll leave that in the background. Right, let's carry on looking for this. Where are you? I think we're about 40 years too late to get these kind of connectors. Who came up with these designs? Because I wonder if they thought it would last all this so many years.
CQ Delta X-ray, Delta Lima 0 Alpha Hotel.
Okay.
This is Delta Lima 0 Alpha Hotel, calling Delta X-ray, calling CQ Delta X-ray. Club station, Delta Lima
Club stations.
Alpha Hotel, Delta Lima 0 Alpha Hotel, calling Delta X-ray.
Oh. Right, this Coax connector type. Circular panel mounts. Miniature N type. SO, they got an SO. Calling Delta X-ray. Calling SQ Delta X-ray. 50 ohms. Orientation. Cable type. Body orientation straight. Side bulkhead. Body plating. Cable type. Coaxial. Mounting type. Mounting type. Bulkhead. Panel mount. Gender. Right. Apply the filter. What we got left? Oh my god. No, not having much luck. Anyway, we'll have to leave that. So forget about that for a minute. I need to make one, don't I? Tell you what, I'll just make a placeholder one for now. So there's 16 mil. Let's just make one. Do I need one? Yeah, because I can't depict it otherwise. Alright. Alright, let's just make one. So what we'll do is create a disk. Call it 8. Yeah, and then we'll extrude it to about don't know, something like that. And then we'll make a pin. Make a pin. Pin's going to be about 4 mil, so 2 mil each. And we'll come up into a bucket, so you can solder it up to about 10 mil. 10 mil. And then on the other side, we need to do a hole in it. A hole for this one needs to be what? 4 mil. 2.5. So, and that needs to go in. Say 20 mil. Okay, and I need some ridges. So some teeth. No, that's not good. Okay. Right, so just making a model of a coax connector. Is that alright? Yeah. So we need to step them down a bit. Let's have a look. So I'm going to go down by about what? Not a lot. 1.5 mil. Yeah, it's a bit. It's just a model I want. It's just a placeholder. So it looks something like. Okay. So needs to have an insulator, doesn't it? I forgot the insulator. Right. Alt and backspace. Let's have an insulator out there. CQ. Down. Okay. He's very persistent, that guy. Let's find someone else. No one else on, it must be flat. Let's find someone else to listen to. Nothing on today. Bit flat tonight, apart from some noise. Yeah, lots of noise. I don't see anything on 11 meters or 10 meters. Anything on 10 meters? Nothing on 10 meters. Nothing on 11 meters. No, I better not put nothing. I'll go back to that guy. Right, so this is a placeholder for an SO239. Let's take that down a bit. What we got? 0.5, that'll do. Right. See what we got. Okay, we got that, but we need a nut on it. Need to have a collar on it here. So we need to make a something. Right, okay. Let's make another one. Okay, so it's gonna have. Let's just do 8mm again, and then step it out. I don't know what. 2mm. Yeah. Okay. Can I make a component? Yeah, I can make a component inside a component. That's alright. Let's just make sure we've still got audio. I got audio. Can I make a component? Yeah, I can make a component inside a component. Yeah, we still got audio. Right, so we're going to move that. Like that. And bring it down. Oh, it needs to have a thickness. So let's say 2mm, 1.5mm. Okay, let's bring that down a bit. Let's bring it down to something. Need enough to screw it on. About there. Why not? Okay. And you need another lock nut on it. So same again. It's not really a nut, but I mean it'll do for now. I could make a nut. I'm not that fussed. It's only for representation. So let's duplicate that. That'll do for now. Let's see what the distance is between that and that. 5mm. Yeah, that's alright. That's about right. Let's make it a bit more. Alright, let's go in and just bring it down. 0.5mm. Bring that down. 0.5mm. Alright, okay. Let's have a look at that. We need to take a chunk out of that and colour it. That needs to be hollow as well. Looks a bit big. Maybe we can reduce it a bit. Let's go down 5mm. Yeah. Let's cut a chunk out of it. Let's cut a chunk out. Let's cut a chunk out of it. Will that be enough? Let's have a look. Yeah. We've gone the wrong way. Gone the wrong way now. Go this way. No. Let's draw a different line. That'll do. Right, let's step this out. 0.5 and bring that down to there. That's it. Get rid of that, and well, we got hole. Oh, I didn't want that. No, that ain't work. Right. Undo erase. Undo create an art. Undo push pull. Right. Let's do it a different way. Uh, 0.5. Right. Let's draw a line. Okay. Let's bring that down. 5. Oh, too much. 2 mil. And let's take that down inside. Oh, won't let you go. Why won't that let me go any further than that? Alright, not sure why that won't let me go no more. Is that enough to solder to? Maybe not. Oh no, it will. That'll do. Right, let's colour it. Let's get some colour. I want some gold. Metal. No. Glass mirrors, metal. Let's just have colours. Right, gold colour. That's it. Let's make the... let's have that colour as well. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that, and we want... needs to be... this needs to be silver, metal. Okay, and that needs to be something like metal in there. 0.5. That needs to be colours, gold, and this one needs to be red or brown. Yeah, and this will be silver, steel. Okay, metal. What's going on there? What's that row? Oh god. So huge. Massive load of noise there. Right, anyway. So metal. Let's have a different type of metal. Is that better? Not really. Is that alright? No. I don't know. No. Needs to be something else. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I'll leave it white. I tell you what, we'll leave that bit white. Right. Okay. So what we got? That'll do. Close enough. Apart from that, it's not. That needs to be insulated, doesn't it? Yeah. So we need another one of them off there. One, say 2 mil. And then we need to make that plastic. And that one needs to be metal. Okay, what we got? That ought to be the same as that. Colours. Right, okay. That'll do. Make a component. Right. So I need that to go over there. Somewhere like this. Go on, get in, you bastard. Oh dear. Get in. Go on. Be good. Go on in. Go on in. Right. Let's have a look. I've lost my track there. There it is. Okay, so we've got oh, it's not quite right. What's happened there? Okay. It's not quite right. It's all to rubbish. Okay. And down. Down, down, down. Down onto the face. That better? Yeah. Right. That'll do. It hasn't got the nailed lines, but never mind. Right. That's alright. You get the idea. Let's save it before all our work goes to shit. Medication time. Medication time. Medication time. There's not much on this radio tonight. Don't know what's going on. Nothing on it. All the bands are dead tonight. All dead. Totally dead. Oh well, we'll switch that off, I think. Switch that one off. Anyone on 2 meters? Have a look. Nothing. Maybe they're all gone to bed. They're probably all gone to bed, aren't they? What about 70 centimeters? What about 70 centimeters? Nothing. Oh, too late for ham radio. Right, there we go. It's a good job we've all got some antennas to build. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to do anything. There'd be nobody. No, once the bands are flat, then I don't know. What time is it? 11:45. Oh, no wonder. Anyhow, how long have we been going? 89 minutes. Hour and a half. Okay. Right, we ain't far away. So let's have a look. We could do with some little bolts. Let's have a look what it looks like. So you got your coax feed plate to attach to the bottom. So you have to solder your wire off here with your ring crimp that bolts to that. And you bolt this to that, and then you've got your coax feed. And the reason it's like that is because we're gonna also have a. Right, let's go back on to. Yeah, because we're gonna have a plate. Right now, what does it look like with the plate? Let's have a look. So we've got our plate on. Now you could solder that there. You're going to be able to solder. Oh, we've got to be able to screw it on and then move into position. So these bolts might have to be a bit longer. You might have to put longer bolts in. You might have to bolt that to there with a nut, and then the longer bolt, then another nut, and then another bolt. Yeah, bit fiddly, but yeah. So that screws onto there. So you gotta have it over enough to screw it in, and then you put that on top of it. You could do it probably. Don't know. Anyway, that was just a bonus, that bit. That was going to be just a bonus. Or you could move that SO239 onto the plate itself here. And there was no need for it to be that shape either. So what we need to do is continue the circle round. Let's try that. let's have a look at that. Right, let's see if we can do that. Half circle. Okay. So if we do that, we don't really know which way it's going to go around. Does it matter? Not really. It doesn't matter as long as you fit it on. Right, let's get rid of this. Let's go down to 0 and it's gone. Okay. Right, let's come out of that. Yeah. So we'll group those together. Group. So we've got that's on layer 1, so let's call it new layer SO239. Put it onto SO239. You can make it disappear. And then we've got Coax feed. Right. Okay, that's gonna be about it. Let's come out of that. Let's get the right way up. Let's have a look what we got so far. Right. Okay. Let's put the... need some bolts to go in there. Looks a bit weird without the bolts, doesn't it? Should we make bolts or should we call it a night? Don't know. Let's call it a night. Anyway. So let's put it all back together. Let's put my 4 radials on. Let's put the antenna on. I haven't got the U-bolts yet to put on. I need to do them. So this is what we've got so far. We've got... looks a bit weird with only 4 on. What about 8? Yeah, so I get the idea. So I'll have to make some nuts when I need a load of nuts for all these and new bolts. I think that's what we'll do another night, tomorrow night. We'll do that tomorrow night. Okay, so that's gonna be about it for tonight. Let's put all the radials on. Let's make it look nuts. I've got an extra thing there I'm not using. Let's get rid of that. Anything else? Am I using wheels? Oh, wheels. I've got some wheels I was creating. Alright. Wheels. We don't want the wheels. Let's get rid of wheels. Right, no wheels. Let's get rid of the wheels there. It's just a bit of tidying up. So we've got all the radials, we've got the plate mounts, and everything else is good. Wow, what an aerial. Okay, so that's it for now. So there is, and probably do a bit more tomorrow, right? Tomorrow evening. Finish some of this drawing off. Now, am I at the stage where I can mill out the plate? Possibly. I need to make a plastic one first. So if I make it out of plastic, then I can try it, make sure my sizes are right. So I'll make one out of plastic, 5mm plastic. and see if it all fits together, all the bolt holes fit, and there's no surprises. Okay, right, that's going to be it. So that is, let's get the old so that is the Hustler 5 or Hustler BVT trap vertical mods 1, raised vertical, not on the floor, not with wires into the grass, but up on the pole or on top of a building, up to 32 aluminium radials, CNC plate, and with a coax feed. Okay, that's gonna be it. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Dave, or still Dave, G7UIV, making myself an antenna out of a scrap old one and a new base. Alright, thanks for watching. Come on to mod 2 next time. Bye for now, and I'll give you a bit of branding. I'll brand my own thing on here, so I'll give you an outro. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you soon.